Federal Aviation Authority and NASA set up a test site at Edwards Air Force Base in California. The plan to crash a Boeing 720 with a payload of 73 crash test dummies and 34,000 liters of fuel on board. The primary objective was to test how this fuel, with a new additive called FM9, designed to suppress fire, would perform in a crash. In front of a large crowd of news reporters, the plane takes off and climbs to an altitude of just over 600 meters. Directed by remote control, a path is set for the aircraft to land on a specially prepared runway. Awaiting the Boeing 720 are a number of obstructions designed to tear into the wings at specific points and release the fuel load. As the plane goes in to land, the plan begins to go wrong. It drifts slightly off course. At an altitude of just 45 meters, scientists make a last-minute attempt to get the plane back onto their predetermined line of approach. But it's too late. The plane hits the ground at an angle. The left wing brakes on impact, and the fuel inside starts to pour out and ignite. The anti-misting fuel fails to perform as expected, turning the plane into a fireball and engulfing the fuselage. Though unplanned, the crash itself was far more realistic than intended. Few, if any, planes actually crash with their wings level. The real tragedy of this crash impact demonstration was the shattered hope of finding a crash-resistant fuel for the commercial airline industry. Failing to find a less volatile fuel made it imperative to find alternative methods to improve aircraft safety. So, crash science moved on, shifting its focus onto the prevention of airline crashes altogether. The majority of all commercial air crashes are due in some part to human error. Washington, Kenworth, Pago, and in 1977, the worst aviation disaster, excluding ground fatalities, in history, when two 747s crashed into each other on the runway of Los Roderos Airport on Tenerife in the Canary Islands. In heavy fog that had reduced visibility to just 300 meters, a KLM Dutch Airlines 747 had started to take off down a runway where a US Pan Am jumbo was still taxiing. The total death toll was 583. The black box revealed the KLM captain was impatient to take off and had made decisions which led to the crash. The black box or cockpit voice recorder contained a unique record of the crew's conversations in the final moments of an accident-stricken flight. It's an invaluable source of information that allows crash scientists to retrace the decisions and sometimes the mistakes made just before the crash. In the case of the Tenerife runway disaster, the KLM pilot took off without final clearance. In the majority of cases, it's human error that seals the fate of the aircraft. And the role pilot error plays is one that crash science has tackled by using technology that protects the pilot from making the wrong decision. At Airbus Industries, they've developed a system called fly-by-wire, and Chief Test Pilot Peter Chandler explains.
Now, one of the advantages of fly-by-wire is that where there are radiations of flight apparatus, we know that the pilot should never need to go into, will never need to go into, then we can add protection.
On the latest fly-by-wire aircraft, safe flight is guaranteed by computerized protection. On this aircraft, the pilot cannot take the plane into hazardous flight, because any attempt to fly outside of the aircraft's safe limits of angle and speed means the computer steps in and takes control.
There's a warning to tell me the speed is low. Now I'm in the
Speed, speed, speed.
and now if I do nothing, even though I have to move the throttle, the engine that wound up to full power to try and speed me out.
But crucial, while this technology is designed to increase safety, it's not meant to replace the pilot altogether.
Whether we will ever get to a pilot that's cockpit, I think it's not close at the moment. The way the whole aircraft operation, both the infrastructure from the ground side, the air traffic control is set up, means that you have to have the flexibility of somebody on the aircraft to make decisions.
Even after 100 years of the most impressive design and technological evolution, the airplane still relies on the skills and experience of the human pilot. And today's crash scientists consider that the way to make flight safer still is to combine the very best of man and machine. 1 in 8 travelers in the United States still say they avoid flying at all costs. But despite our fears, this really is the safest way to travel, thanks to the crash science industry dedicated to safety.
Today's airliners have achieved a level of safety that's unprecedented. Every year we move hundreds of millions of passengers safely around the world at levels of safety that's unachieved by any other mode of transportation.
Today's planes are modern scientific marvels which make it possible for more and more people to do what man was never meant to do: to fly.